And hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Anno 1800. Once again, we are looking at Crown Falls, and today, well, we got the new DLC, Seat of Power. So the palace is now active in this game, and it's really not just more than a palace. So we have to build a palace, and the palace opens up some boni that we can then use for our production and culture and attraction and stuff like that. I mean, we already have a tremendous city, and before I want to continue here, I really just want to make something clear here. We're going to play this DLC now with the palace, so we're going to build a palace. I don't know how long it's going to take. Could be 1 hour, could be 3 hours, could be 5 hours. I have no idea how big the palace can be. But afterwards, and that is the big afterwards, we're going to start with the modded playthrough of Anno from scratch again, because this patch brought a lot of changes, especially also to the influence system. As you can see right now, I've got an influence of 1100. That's because my influence setting here is easy. Right now it was set to easy and I cannot change that anymore, but it's fine. It's fine for Crown Falls. You know, Crown Falls more or less is finished, but for a new playthrough this is going to be very interesting how the influence system affects that. Also, I want to finally play with lots of mods, and they crashed today. So after the update now with Seat of Power, what we can see here, there was a town hall monument here in this place there, and also on the other side of this massive city, all is gone. So there was a huge palace already that we built there, and the aristocratic city, if you remember, it's all gone because, well, the patch crashed my mods there. They're not compatible anymore, so I have to restart from scratch, and that's perfectly fine because I'm looking forward to that. But right now we want to focus on the DLC Seat of Power and the palace, and then we're starting from scratch. Now let's have a look here. Beautiful town, isn't it? We do have 1100 influence, and how much attraction do we actually have? I think, yeah, we are delightful metropolis. We have 3800, so that's perfectly fine, I hope, to build something, because this palace that should be open up here now, there it is, palace. Well, what does it cost? It really doesn't cost me much. 1 million, the main building, you know, the main building, something like 1 million, and some other materials that we have. Now let's have a look here. That is actually a good thing. So we lost the aristocratic city here, we lost the old palace there, so the modded palace. It doesn't matter because we have now some space here available just beside this latest district that we built. And what we can do here now, in fact, is build our palace. I'm going to leave the gardens here for now, so I don't know, perhaps we keep them, perhaps I'm going to get rid of them, and otherwise we want to start here. Now let's have a look. We do have a nice balance, 160,000 people in that city here. Also, they optimized more, you know, I've got more frames now. It's definitely running smoother than before. I think it's using more of my memory now, and that's pretty good. Now over here we want to start with something. I still have some old ornaments here that we can see, and yeah, actually, oh, not the road though. What we want to have here is obviously a little promenade here that we start with. We could make this an alley then. Also here, let's have another one, another row here, and here we can then start with the palace. So let's have a look. Let's have a blueprint first. There's no other building here at the moment. You know, it's just this one here. And look at the cost. 1,150,000 of almost each building material that we have. And that's just the first building. But it gives me more attractiveness. And the palace is not only a unique symbol of your empire's grandeur, but a place to improve and elevate your favorite city. And boy, that is a good location for that as well, because look at that. From the palace we have a view of whole Crown Falls, over whole Crown Falls. And that's just going to, I think, be amazing then once we walk through that palace here. Now, let's have the first building. I hope I can remove or move it then, you know, relocate it at some point, because nothing here should be final. I don't know how big the other modules are that are coming here, you know, so we're going to keep a bit of space here. And here in front of it, we're then going to have also a little entrance then to it, and going all the way up there.
Workforce shortage.
Let's build it here, right? There it is. Oh, and the new music starts then in the background. I hope you can hear that.
The people celebrate your leadership.
And I didn't even build anything yet. Is this the front? This is looking like the front, and this is looking like the back. So there we already have the first problem. Actually, they look the same on either side, right? But once I build it, this looks different here. That's fine. That's the entrance here. Now let's have a look. There's that. And let's build it. Already got the achievement there. I think we're done for the day. DLC all under control. And then we have the first building here. Now, nothing else. Palace built on the island. Nothing here so far. Let's have a look at the palace itself. Build additional wings to widen the range of a palace's main building. The number of wings you can build increases as your profile level grows based on global population. Now, global population means all your population, like all the people in all the worlds that you have in Anno 1800, and we do have 164,000. Now here we have the palace wings now. When I open that, we get lots of new modules here. Each of them costs me 50,000, and I think, yeah, there we have now the departments. So obviously we do have some good departments here that improve boni for the specific area. So for example, you can issue one policy per department at a time. Open the policies menu and hover over them to see more details about how they can affect your city and which buildings they affect. Alright, there we have the policies for, at the moment, Department of Administration. Plus 50 island workforce per town hall. Then we have Department of Culture, plus 20% of receiving visiting specialists. Department of Labor, 10% productivity for production buildings within range of trade union. And Department of Welfare, 10 area of influence for all public buildings. And then Department of Trade, 200 tons of island storage per harbor master office. Right, so we have to choose one of them. And then we can choose a policy for that. So here we have policies, and as you can see, we also have to unlock new policies later then. And they, for example, here, +1 reward for the World's Fair, and +10 influence for the museum or for the zoo. Extra goods from farms, extra goods from heavy factories. Those are pretty good. They're 50% increased electricity. What is administration? 30% reduced need for all foods. That's pretty cool. +1 influence for engineers. We have so much influence. +1 item slot for the town hall or town center. The welfare. Bonus income. Attractiveness. Oh, +3 attractiveness for artisan engineer residences. That sounds pretty cool, right? Oh yes, and then we have a whole overview here. So here we can see now, these are our prestige levels, and they increase with each palace module, I think. And each prestige level unlocks new cards in each of those departments there, right? So that's that, I guess. Now my palace still doesn't have a city connection, street connection, and don't worry, we're probably going to relocate this one here as well at some point. Now for some reasons I cannot get this side here to this side here, but it doesn't matter. I can move the whole thing though, that's good. And every time it cost me 50,000 there as well, so that's something we shouldn't do that often. Now let's go for some more palace wings here now. We do have a gate. We do have the normal palace wing. A corner, that is. So it's looking pretty much identical almost to the Anno 1404 palace. And then another wing. Oh, that's the wing end. Alright. We also need that then. Now let's have a look. Let's build now some wings here. Let's deactivate the blueprint mode. And as we can see, we can just place it here on either side. And holy moly, that's expensive though. Capital news. Unveiling of Palace heralds government's ambition for more efficient lawmaking. Exchequer refuses to reveal how extravagant building costs will be paid for. See paragraph 6 for our own Walker Haggard staring crown jewel dawn theory. Alright, so that's that. Let's go for another on the other side here. I hope I'm doing you justice now with building this palace here. The good thing about Anno here in this case is we can relocate those buildings, you know, like however we want to once they have been built. Steel beams is a bit low. I think I prepared something here though. Yes, we do have lots of ships here ready. And there's the one with steel beams. Right, because it really costs a lot there. So let's send those two ships here already back to the old world, because in Sleepy Hollow we do have lots of building materials. Okay, let's get over there again. Crown Falls. To the other side. The palace is taking shape. Now, we need now to have some corners on either side. Let's try some corners. In this case, it's that one here, the palace wing. Nope, thank you. I did not want to go to the main map there. There we have the wing on either side.
Evidence of your character.
A destruction quest.
On the other side.
We'll see about that. There we have it. It absolutely looks beautiful. Just look at that, the lightning on it. Amazing. And looking down onto the city there will be very nice. We already have lots of visitors here, but they should calm down there. Let's see. Let's get over here. Oh god, I'm running out of resources there quickly. Alright, and what if I do it now over here? Let's have a blueprint now. I think we can now activate the blueprint there, because so far I know what I'm doing. Alright, we need to check that. We are at war with any... Oh, we have the pirate here still, Sean.
Let's up the ante.
Let's go for some ceasefire and then the peace treaty right away. I don't know why we are at war here with him.
Workforce shortage.
And yes, by the way, with the mods, we can then have the AI shipyard, so we can always get some new AI into the world. That is also pretty cool, because once you destroy someone, they can come back with the shipyard. Alright, we do need, yeah, a wing, corner, like so. But now, what can we do here? Can we like... Wait a second, there was another module that we can use for this. There was this one here, right? Yes. That's what I want. So 2 times this one here. This one goes to either side. Alright, then I remove the other one again. Here we have it. Right, so that's that. And now we can continue here. Into that. Well, we also have, because I want to have a, whoops, a gate in here. I think we do have a gate. There is the gate. Right, and it fits. That's very good. So we don't even have to remodel anything there. That's looking good. So a gate here. And then, let's see. We can continue up here. We should have another gate here too for the people on either side. So let's have a gate here and a gate here. But in this case, I want to have a gate here in this area there. That's just much better. Right. Oh, what's going on? Why are we being attacked? Frigate. Oh, that is the quest that we have here. Alright, I'm losing my schooner here. This one. But this ship is going down itself because it's so close to my harbor there. But do we have some... Let's see if we can destroy this one there. Doesn't look like it. Let's go back. I just want to build my palace, for God's sake. Don't interrupt me on this. Alright, let's have a look. Now this one here, then we continue upwards here, because I do have something that I remember from my 1404 times. Let's see. We should be able to do this. Going all the way up here. Is this still? Yeah, this is still on equal terms. And then we have a corner. Also here. I cannot build the main building anymore, I think, so... We have to do something then. And then we continue up here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's fine. And then we have another... Nope, wait a second. Not a gate here. But I rather want to have... this one here. Right, going into... the courtyard here now. Right, and then we can finish it off with something like that. I think it doesn't look so bad, but what we can also do is, let's get rid of... Oh, okay, it destroys everything that has been there.
Ship under attack.
We can have something like this. And then this one going into the middle there. And then also this one here
Ship
going
under attack.
2 times out. Oh my goodness! This is ridiculous. Where do we have something? Let's see, can we purchase a warship? Yes, we can.
Ship under attack.
Yes, let's purchase this battlecruiser there, and let's purchase
All in Her
2
Majesty.
monitors.
So, Snake Eyes, is that? Bless Her Majesty.
Ship
And
under
let's get
attack.
rid of this guy here. He's just annoying for no end. And there we can have... Oh yeah, that's looking cool. So a palace wing end. And then we have the palace wing cross here.
Ship under attack.
Or this one here. Also a wing here. Something like that.
Ship under attack.
That quest AI though. Or quest enemy that we have there now. Right, so I don't think that this is looking too bad at all for the first palace. Of course, we can then still remodel it, you know, we can still have some other things. So we can still have, like, for example, let's see, we could still go this way here, if we want to, on both sides. So in this case, we would have the other module there then. And then, kind of like to get this one here into our palace there. Right, so that we have a gate then. Or 2 gates side by side, also looking cool. And then something like this. So with that we integrate our garden here into the palace then. We could do that. Right, so that's that. Let's build some of those modules now. So in this case here, oh, we always have to go with that. So we have to build this one. And if I get rid of this one now, I think all the rest is going away.
Think independently.
And promotion
Ship under
is
attack.
impossible. Now we can do this. So the inner ring is finished. Oh, we have a new newspaper there. We can't deliver newspaper all the way to the Arctic. And then we have some... No, wait a second. Minus consumption there. And some happiness. So this is only the inner circle here now. That is fixed, you know. So we can still do this one.
You know what's best.
But yeah, the main palace building as the
Ship under attack.
in the center wouldn't make so much sense, I think, because this is the main entrance, right? You would like to have it here,
You
or
gained an influence bonus.
if we move it all the way up there, we could also do that. Let's get rid of our little construction there, and then we place it up here. Let's see, no problem. Oh, I see, then it gets rid of all of those things there again. Okay, this is a bit annoying. And then we would have here something. This could do as well. Let's see. And then 2 gates, probably. Something like that. Right, in this case, let's get rid of that wing here again. All right, and then here, and then we go down here. Righto, and there we have the entrance, but this, yeah, we have to move this around here a bit, so let's get rid of that one there, and have another gate here. That's fine. Having 3 gates side by side, why not? And then we could continue over here. You know, so that we have now those wings here, and then we can continue like that. And here, let's see. Like so. And then we can continue down here. Are you happy? I think this is much more like it. We could then go like that. And in here we have a little palace, of course, a little square for the main entrance there. And here we then can also continue. And the cool thing is now we can move the whole thing here with the blueprint. Right to this location, for example. And here we have then the main entrance. And the cool thing is also that these roads now are directly integrated into the gate, so we can build it through that if we want to. And the palace even has then some electricity.
The festival has ended.
Right, that might be something. That's looking better, I think. What we need to do though is let's go to the old world. First of all, we have destroyed that camper here, and we can still take the quest here. So this is something like a quest line, it looks like. Eli the Incorruptible #1. So we have also received some new quests, and Eli is having a hard time accepting that one of his prisoners has been pardoned because they have friends in high places. He suggests you take the matter outside of the law and sink his ship.
Monitor ready and
Alright, down here there's Eli waiting in Salzburg, where we also have... Oh, there are the ships now that have arrived from Crown Falls. And let's get them over here to... Oh, wait a second. Yeah, let's actually keep this one here in Salzburg and get us the steel beams that we need.
Don't think you'll be getting any more.
I don't think that I'm producing any steel beams in the old world anymore, though. Right, we are, though, producing here. And yeah, that's that.
cargo stations.
And I've also got some more reinforced concrete here. We do need so many building materials. The windows for that, and bricks. Lots and lots of bricks. And look at that, we can even see the palace there in the background, while our airship here is going away back to the Arctic, getting some more gas, I think. Right, that's actually enough. And those two I'll send also back to the old world. And in the old world, what we want to do here is... Let's have a look at Sleepy Hollow. I think, yeah, we are totally capped on steel. And that's because I got rid of some of those steel factories here when we had the big catastrophe in Sleepy Hollow, if you still remember that. So now we actually do have the ability to, well, rebuild them. And in this case, we can do that over here, since we don't need those locks. And there we just need a warehouse. Kind of strange road here. Warehouse, and then we can have materials, steel beams. Having 3 of them might be good, because we are producing the steel. We're not producing the steel beams though, and we do need them.
It's like a prison here.
Alright, probably not the best idea to increase productivity there too much. We don't want to have any riots in Sleepy Hollow anymore, like not the ones that we are used to. This one doesn't affect anything. Yeah, this one actually does affect it a bit. Right, and we definitely... Oh, sales is actually negative there. Fine. Fine so far. So we are now also producing some steel beams again. And I think what we haven't done yet is having a trade route for the steel beams from Sleepy Hollow to Crown Falls. That's what we need to do over here. And there we just choose now steel beams. Look at how much steel we have.
Been fruitful?
That's that. And let's unload everything. And Hydra is idle. And the old Sardine is also idle. They can take it, and yep, we can turn in the quest. Did we get something?
It all looks in order.
26,000. So perhaps there's another quest then coming for this quest line there. Let's go back to Cape Trelawney. And on the other side, we have the palace. Let me just have a look real quick. We are using all the iron mines here. Yes.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
And at 150%. And we still don't have enough iron. That's that. Now, this is looking fine, I think. Let's build it. And actually, we cannot build that much of it because we're running out of it. But what we should be able to see is if we reach the next level. Okay, attractiveness 4,100, and we do need 4,500 for this attractiveness level there. And then we have unlocked the next bonus that we might have then. So what we can do here is with the policy, and I think Department of Culture had it. Nope. Department of Welfare, there it is. Affects artisan residents and engineer residents in range of connected variety theaters. Right, and we do have lots of them in this town. And it gives them +3 attractiveness. That should be quite a lot of attractiveness there. And I hope we can change it afterwards. Right, and that is now in effect.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
And as you can see, it affects those buildings here. Right.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Very good. So my cargo ships are on the way. We can get them here to Sleepy Hollow again. Where we are now starting to get some steel beams in again. So what I can also do is... Wait a second, there they are.
Attention for the Admiral.
Taking one. Archie's selling steel beams.
I'm here if you ever need a...
So that we have 2 ships then ready. And what we could also do is in... No, not Carthholm. Bellrock. That's 1, 2. Nope. Nah, it's not a good location there. Salzburg has 3 iron mines, and I think also is pretty capped on the iron there. So what we could do here in Salzburg, we could do it. Getting some steel beams.
New orders.
Customs and excise, eh?
Alright, that's that. So we are producing some steel beams here too. What we actually need to do is we need to produce it ourselves here again in... here in Crown Falls, in Sunken Treasure area. So in this case here, let's have a look. We have Kazelvich, we have Andor, that is producing some steel beams, very good. There we have the iron mines, there we have steel, and then we should have the steel beams for that as well. So let's have 2 factories for that, since we are producing enough here. Are we actually having some weapon factories here? Nope, we don't.
This is the eye of the
This is strange, but I can take one of my cargo ships, this one here, and get it to Andor over there. That's fine. None of the others, though, we can use. So we do need to get a whole new production up and running for the steel beams. There we have the next ones. Wait a second. That was 200 tons. Ah, that was from Salzburg. Pretty sure of it. Okay, very good. They cost such a high amount of steel beams. Incredible. Alright, so the first wing kind of like gets finished now soon. Alright, so that's that. Let's have a look back. Now that we have enough steel beams, let's finish this circle here. Very good. So that's the first one. This is now real. The rest is just blueprint that we could get rid of. that is like the first small palace that we have now. Some beautiful entrances here. And right, what do we get out of this one here? Let's have a look at the overview. I think we still haven't reached it. 200 attractiveness, we are away from it. That means we do need some more parks. Those things here too, especially. For a bit more attractiveness. Unfortunately, we did lose quite a lot of things there that have been modded. Now in here, we want to have also a few ornaments. So we could have some fountain gardens on either side. We also would like to have some statues. So here, Gears of the Era.
People celebrate your leadership.
A bust of one of our heroes. What else do we have? Oh, that's looking fine. Anno 1602 memorial statue. So that might be something, though it's huge, but it does fit. That's cool. That is something I haven't seen yet. We can definitely use that here. We also have the equestrian statue. Now that is something that fits very well into this one here, into that side.